a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Randall. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles, and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Randall. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun to give, looking for room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're wearing this defense down on the opening drive. 12 play coming. Now it's 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
North Carolina, 0. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tar Heels offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles and...
Breaks away on the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Turning on the Jets. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red.
Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Lopez to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Punch through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third and goal and third and long. To the air. It's Klubnik. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Culliver. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Culliver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes that...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to...
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Here's the pressure. Moving out of the pocket. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening.
Oh, out of space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. That's caught. It's Haynes. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing out the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Rush is on him. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the shotgun, and handoff to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a...
Touchdown, UNC! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Finds the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback gets past the marker. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the comeback is on. On to attempt to try. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll go to the ground. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Using the quick game.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He shanked it. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack, spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Bears will kick it off to... underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So North Carolina's offense will start this game off with the football. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
The Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lopez to pass. They're working that left side. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up.
Makes the grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tar Heels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Lopez wants to fire. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cal Golden Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Makes the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires left. Complete downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that one.
Next going for the goal line. Running toward the goal line. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for space. It's good. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Throws for the tight end. Caught near the sideline, it's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Lopez to pass. He's got it. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. At the 45, on its way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love the play call there on 4th and short, because even if you don't get it, the opponent now has to march the entire length of the field. But because you did, you've now got a fresh set, and offensively, you've got to pay this off now. You've got to score a touchdown.
And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Lopez wants to fire. Back's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. A jet sweep pass. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive. So at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lopez to pass. On the run, still looking. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold it. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Just like the end of the game, the first half can finish up with a defensive penalty, so there will be one more untimed down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It is good! First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Golden Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Forced out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll pull it on the read. It's a seam wide open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Golden Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Tar Heels get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. That's reeled in. It's good. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. And down he goes back at the 3.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Sam Houston was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Huntsville over the years. It's a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points. One game, I know, fellas, but it...
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lopez to pass. He's got his man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Gauze.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. 2nd
down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quick strike complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody...
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Brown will throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a...
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cavaliers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense takes the field for the first time today. It was a forgettable season for both of these teams, and the South's oldest rivalry, and the Cavs couldn't even find any solace in winning this game against the Tar Heels. Carolina cruised and had a big lead after 3 and coasted home with the W.
Well, it was a big win for North Carolina, snapping a 4-game losing skid going into that. But really, Virginia never could get it going offensively. Running, throwing, no rhythm. Only 288 total yards, David. They turned it over twice. They've got to be better on offense today.
Yeah, this definitely was a needed win a year ago for North Carolina to get some good feelings going because they were struggling, like you mentioned, the 4-game losing streak. But really, they got it going throwing. They got it going running. They had everything working a year ago. Virginia up for a tall task.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. It's a running room. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Tar Heels are on the move. They're going to ride this running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Lopez wants to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. The Tar Heels will move the sticks.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the 3rd most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue in this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time, and that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from Yates. The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Escapes trouble. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Morris. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to buy time. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. And the Cavaliers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Wide open spaces. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Cavaliers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. He breaks the tackle. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. He just barely got enough with that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Morris. Oh, they're after him. Finding open areas. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that. But boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's loose. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Grabbed over the middle. It's Culliver. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. It's a 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Ross. There he goes. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. Between the uprights, it's good. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the South tends to shut down when the Tar Heels and Cavaliers get together, and that's the case again today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, Let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Virginia and North Carolina plays out.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrison. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Wide open on the right. Turning on the Jets. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal, trying to cash it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Back swinging for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And it's like the defense knew on third and goal. They're not a tackle in the middle. They're going to go to the outside. They run the touch pass, and they fly after it, fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. Fourth and goal. What you going to do, offense?
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. The Tar Heels are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the single back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Quickly to the tight end. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win.
Oh, a lot of space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Catch in the middle. It's Culliver. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid. Got some room, heading to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They take the lead with the 6.
And they pay off the drive with the touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to throw. It's Morris. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Complete out of the backfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Looking to pass. It's Morris. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Jukes his way for more. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Ross. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. To the air. It's Morris. Takes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Virginia! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Lopez wants to fire. Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Gets open down the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's got it. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. He splits the uprights. And they tie it up, fellas, here in the final second.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Off the boot, looking for his man. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lopez to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, UNC! They take the lead here in overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Pocket breaking down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. It's Morris. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Field goal is off the table. They have to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal here in overtime. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Their last chance. Ball game can be decided right here. 4th and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab. The desperation 4th down play, and this one is over. The latest chapter of the South's oldest rivalry in the books, and it is North Carolina who takes home the win over Virginia. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.